See you. What's up, Warrior? Welcome back. And today I wonder, have you ever had a trouble with getting distracted in your business? Have you ever felt like you're going this way and then that way, and then you see this new thing, and then you move there, and then all of a sudden you look back and you're like, why the heck am I still in the same place? Well, today we're going to talk about the importance of focus. We're going to talk about the foolproof way of avoiding distractions. So if that's something that helps you, then be sure to subscribe to my YouTube for this plus a lot of other cool things and share this with someone that needs that. I'll be the first to admit that I struggle with a lack of focus. Okay. Now, why do we not get focused? There's an issue of today, which is that we have a lot of information. We're in information overload. All right. We're no longer in the information age. Like, it's everywhere. When you're looking at your business, what you're going to find is you scroll through your social media, you YouTube something like, how do I build my business? How do I do this? You're going to find one video say this, another article say this, and another article say this. And the issue is this, is that they all work. Like, these are all legitimate things because there's multiple ways to be able to get to the same destination. But the issue, the reality is that unless you stay in one place and you keep on focusing on one thing, then you're going to be building a foundation here and a foundation there and a foundation everywhere. And you're never actually building up your business, never actually building up your process. So how do we avoid this thing? Well, number one is this. It all starts with the end in mind. What I've noticed is if you don't have a goal, you will get swayed by anything else. If you don't have a plan for your life, you're going to fall into other people's plan. So as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, your boss is the goals that you've set down. So what are those goals right now for you? Maybe it's a certain promotion, maybe it's a certain income target, maybe it's a certain plan. So I'll give you an example for me personally. My goal right now that I'm obsessed about is I have a certain goal of new people, new partners that I want to bring on board into our Warrior Movement organization personally. I've stated it. I know exactly what I want, right? I want to find 100 new people personally. That's my goal. Okay. I've said that. I've declared that. I've told my team. I've written it down. So that being one of my goals, then every single day, I need to think as I'm searching for more answers, as I'm thinking about what to do next, does my action today, does this decision line up with that goal being achieved? So if I see something that moves me in a different way, for example, me becoming a social media influencer, which sounds amazing, but if that cannot be linked to my metric, my goal of getting 100 people on board in my business, then it's not going to be something I need to do. So you need to make sure that every single thing that you do is driving you towards the target. So do you have a target, right? Do you have a goal that you have right now? Put a 1 in the comments. You have something that you're obsessed about, something that you're focused on, because that is the true north. Okay. Number 2, then, what you then have to understand is in order to build anything significant, you also have to be very keen on the influences that you have around you. We have too many mentors today. Now, I'm a firm believer in finding mentors. I'm a firm believer in getting advice. But you've heard that saying of there's too many cooks in the kitchen. You cooks would know what I'm talking about, right? There's an issue of too many voices. And the issue is this, is when you get some information here and some information there and then some information there, we're getting little pieces to the entire system that help that person create success, but we're mixing it all up. If you bake a cake, there are certain ingredients, there's a certain process, there's a certain system. So let me use a cooking analogy. I've looked up how to cook the perfect steak. Put a 2 in the comments if you're a steak lover, by the way. So I'll look up a YouTube video and one person will say, well, sous vide the steak and then put it on a cast iron grill and a skillet and then be able to do it at X amount of time. Right? That's one place, that's one way to make the steak. Another will say, don't do any of that. Just go right to the grill, preheat it to a certain amount, and then, put it at a high heat. So you have the grill marks, and then lower the heat, and then you do this. Can you imagine I'm making you a steak? And what I do is I take half of the recipe of the sous vide and cast iron skillet way, and then I take half of the recipe of the grill mark way. Can we all agree that that steak would be hella confused? Right? It's just like, it would not come out well. They all work to get the desired result, but if you follow the certain way. So you have to be very careful as you're navigating in your business, as you're moving forward to where you want to get to, that you can listen to many voices, but you have to be keen on which ones you take in. And whenever I've grown tremendously in my business, I've picked just a couple of sources of primary information. So make sure that you're very keen towards the coaches and the mentors, the people that you have in your corner, that you don't mix it up too much. Like it's too much stuff right now. Find someone that you align with. Find someone that you feel like they have the results that you want. Find someone you feel that could teach you the ways that it works. And as Jim Rohn says, find a voice of value and stay for a while. Don't stay for a day. Don't stay for a week. Stay for months. Stay for years. And just keep on following that track and then move forward. And the last thing I'd say is this, is stick and really start to think in terms of focus. Think not tactical necessarily. Think in the sense of processes. Think in systems. It's important because every single successful person that builds something of significance and scale, they go back to their foundation. They go back to their philosophies. They go back to their processes, right? So I got off an amazing call yesterday. One of my mentors, Tim Sales, had a cool prospect call with him, brought a leader to him, and exciting times. But at the end of this, he dropped a nugget of wisdom. So the CEO of the company that we're partnered with, this guy came from a huge background in business training. He went to the Wharton School of Business, the top business school in the world. He took a fish company from having only one boat that could fish to 1,000 boats. This guy's name is Darren. So he knows how to scale things. He's very systems oriented. And something that was so powerful, a question was asked, which is, what's the longevity? Is this company going to be here for a long time? What's the longevity going to be like? And this is what Darren said. And this is how we need to think. He said, well, I never want this to be a personality dependent business. I want this to be a process oriented business. So he's literally documenting everything in this company and he's putting it into what's called a standard operating process, standard operating protocol, SOPs, a system. What that means for us in our businesses is this, is always go back to what your underlying philosophies and your processes are. Always go back to what your main systems are. And Darren, for example, as he's looking at different tactics and adapting with the changes of the times and everything, he's going to listen, he's going to learn, he's going to adapt. But what he's going to do is he's going to take it back to what processes he's already put down. There's a certain way that he's done things. There's a certain way that we all do things in our businesses, in our lives. So as you take and you learn new information, go back to your standard operating protocol. Go back to your system and then think, do I need to tune it? Do I need to refine it? Do I need to tweak it? You're not making a whole new system. You're simply adding or adjusting or refining what it is that you're already doing. I hope that clicks. Put a 3 in the comments if that clicks at all. That might be something that you might be like, wait, huh? You might have to replay that and might have to rethink about that. But think about any single person that is successful to a high degree. They repeat the same things over and over and over again. They do the same things over and over and over again. If you hang out with James Zhang on a daily basis and you watch me do my business, I do the same processes and procedures and protocols over and over and over again. Yeah, in the Warrior Movement, our system is the fast start. That's literally all I do every day. Now, it might look like different every day. It might, for example, if I prospect someone, maybe I'm doing it through TikTok or Instagram or Facebook or YouTube or something, right? The tactics might change, but the groundwork philosophy are very similar, right? So I use and share the product every single day. I post on social media every single day. I make sure I personally develop. I make sure I attend and grow events. I make sure I do the pipeline. I'm talking to people about the product. I'm talking to people about the business. I'm following up. And then I'm helping people do the same thing. Like that is my system, right? That's literally all I do every single day. So when I take something new and I hear some new information, then I can tune and tweak what it is I already have and just enhance it. If you don't understand these things, then what's going to happen is you're going to be just thrown through the wind of change all the time. And you're going to see that you're never going to be able to build upon something substantial. So Warrior, today, focus. Oh, and there's an acronym. Focus is follow one course until successful. So keep that up. You're going to avoid your distractions and you're going to be able to actually scale and build something so that you can achieve the success that you're looking for in your business, in your life. So that was helpful. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already to my YouTube for this plus a lot of other cool things. Share this with someone you feel this can help as well too. But other than that, stay focused, my friends. Warriors out.